Is there someone in your experience that you just don't really appreciate? Someone that you don't really like? We're going to play a couple mind games. We're just going to play one mind game, actually. All right. And so, is there somebody that just gets at you, just doesn't feel right to you, that you just don't really resonate with? Or maybe there's somebody that is just kind of irks you, and they're maybe somebody you don't even know, but every time you see them, you're like, ugh, that person. Right? And I think that there are a lot of lessons to learn in that when we do have somebody that irks us in our life. But I'm not going to go into that right now. What we're going to do is we're going to help neutralize the feelings that you have about that person, not so you get into a relationship with them or stay in a relationship with them or have them in your life or have them take advantage of your good nature. Nothing like that. That's not really what this is about. What it's primarily about is neutralizing any negative effects that this person has on your experience. Okay, so really simply, I'm going to invite you to imagine that you can see a picture of that person in front of your face. Like they're right there in front of you. Okay, and so you get a sense of what the texture and the color and the sound and things like that are of that image. Okay, let's get a sense of it. Don't have to change it, don't have to do anything to it. And now I'm going to invite you to just move it over a bit. Yeah, so it's out of your view. Okay, good. Now I'm going to invite you to imagine a picture of someone you love. You love them so much you think they hung the moon. They are everything. And it could be someone you don't know. It could be a public figure. It could be someone that you just feel so enamored with that you just appreciate everything that they do or have done in the past, whomever that is for you. Yeah, just see them in front of you in that picture frame and just visualize and imagine the vibrancy, the colors, the beauty of this image just becoming crystal clear, beautiful. Good. Now I'm going to invite you to imagine that you can have these two images side by side. Okay, the one you don't really like and the one you really, really love. Okay. Now I'm going to invite you to imagine that these two images are starting to move closer and closer together, and that you now have the beautiful, amazing image of the beautiful person that you love just behind that other old image of the person you don't really appreciate too much. Okay, and now you have these two images overlaying each other. Okay, all right, good. Now I'm going to invite you to imagine that there's on those old TVs, there's this contrast style that will cause these two images to start to come together more easily. They just start to come together. They start to mesh and mold and shift. So much so that you can just get a sense of both of those images together, but they feel very neutral. Don't worry, that image of the beautiful, beautiful, amazing person is helping to neutralize that old other image, that old other person. Okay? And now imagine, even if it's like a transparency thing, if you've ever seen one of those on like a Canva or a photo where you can just use that transparency slider to notice that those two images start to come together and blend together. Good. Just imagine that. And just get it to a place that it starts to feel either good or neutral, the entire image. Yeah. Whatever that is, it's perfect. You can't do this wrong. Good. And just get a sense of how that feels. Good. Now I'm going to invite you just to kind of move those images away. And now you just have you looking at me on this screen, right? And now I'm going to invite you just to think about that old other person there and just see how it feels now. If it feels more neutral, it feels good even, that means that it's been done. Your brain has started to get new information and is going to process information a little bit differently about that particular subject. Okay? And then, you can always bring that beautiful, amazing person in again and look at their image and just enjoy building in even more beautiful things that you feel towards them. Yeah, yeah. It's just as simple as that. And believe it or not, this is changing your brain. So you have this skill now that you're going to be able to use anytime in any type of difficult situation, because now guess what? You're not going to be as triggered as you were before by this person. I hope you have a great day. Take care.